like on the actual screen we're supposed to be on.
Yes.
Yay!
Continuing on from where we
Tyron,
left
if I
off.
move the map, if I move my map screen real quick, just let me know if you can see it move or not.
No, we're good. You're good.
Right. You can
So,
see movement.
everyone takes their seats. You see that the Twi'lek woman also sits next to Renalyn. The Miralukan doesn't sit at all. Now you get a feeling that he has a role similar to the one that you have. You chose for yourself.
No
I
shit.
guess. Yeah.
Nari's also not the kind that likes to see fancy stuff like that. So if at any point that we have to go undercover or something like that, he's like, "Which is the most important person for this situation here? You? Okay, I'm your bodyguard."
So,
Unless
everyone
it's
sits
Elena,
down.
where you have to fight with Dwayne over who gets to be the bodyguard.
Mhm.
No, Jawen is the student, so he can be the bodyguard of both of them.
Anyway, continue.
So,
They can fight, but it's better to have someone else to
everyone
cover their
sits
backs.
down, I guess, unless someone wants to, other than Nar, I mean, wants to stand. And
Depends on how high my seat is.
it is okay. It is actually. You see that it is not high. It was not made for Jawas.
So I get on the
smaller
chair
creatures.
and I stand
But
in the chair.
but no. Here's the thing. But they have actually some pillows.
The Jawa booster seat.
So you're saying is I get the comfortable seat.
Yes.
Perfect.
I approve this message.
So, Storov sits and he says, "Oh, since we're all here, excuse the small delay in with the food, but it's going to be here shortly. In the meantime, just a second."
Elena will actually ease his mind by making a small joke, saying, I've dined with Lando Calrissian before. I'm used to it."
Be right back real quick.
Okay. Technical difficulties, like always, everyone.
Exactly.
First we broke the stream, now we broke the GM. What else can go wrong?
Don't ask that question.
Wait, we're not. Why not? We're not Top Gear presenters. We can actually make things work actually this time.
Sorry, what are we waiting for?
Race. He's racing again. Okay.
Welcome to the patented silent portion of the stream.
It's always so called in the silent part.
The silent part's gonna be a highlight, I'm sure.
The highest of highlights.
We suddenly have entered the silent meal.
Okay, I'm back.
Go back.
And thus ends the silent part of the
Sorry for
stream.
Yes, the silence is over.
No more silent meal.
So, yeah. It says, but I always like to know the people that I'm sharing my table with. And since you were a little bit reluctant yesterday to talk about yourselves, I took the liberty of doing some small research.
The bodyguard refuses to talk about himself because he just cares about his duty. I'm saying this out of character, by the way. The reaction of the guy, they are refusing to talk about themselves.
If I'm aware,
Sorry.
it was only Brynjar and Na who refused to say anything yesterday.
Yes, let's start with Mr. Mudin Bigon.
Okay, I'm off then. See ya.
He accepts the quest.
I was waiting for that, and he exits. The trap has been laid from the moment I was born. Anyway, so you're a rather middle to high rank in the Bureau of Ships and Services. Not bad. Your presence here is not that big of a surprise, to be honest. If it wasn't for the rest of your troop, of course. Speaking of which, Brindor Krieg, veteran of the Galactic Civil War, Rebel Alliance pilot.
Yeah.
Your name does show up in a few rather impressive missions. Then we have Retovim Nar, if my pronunciation is correct, which I guess it is not. Forgive me if that is the case. Mercenary. Actually, you have some high recommendations. If you're looking for a job, I could hire you for being a guard in this place. If you like it, of course. At that, you see that you don't react at all, I guess. Do you have any reaction at that? You're also muted.
Oh, I thought it was unmuted. Okay. No, Nerd doesn't care. No, Nerd doesn't say anything. Nerd just keeps, staring
Okay.
where he has been all of that,
Look,
My-
like
Nice.
his duty. His.
You see,
Na's
you see
reaction
that,
was to mute himself, if you think about it.
you see that he gives you a,
Mhm.
you see that his face is getting a
Mhm.
bit annoyed that you're not reacting, and at that you hear
Mhm.
Annalyn saying, He doesn't talk much, Father. Forgive him. I think he would be good company with. I think he would be good company with Madaro here, and she waves at the Miralukan that is stationed between here and Storov.
Very
Ba-
interesting. At that point, I say very interesting that you have found. It seems you have done. You're quite good at researching, but the same extends to both. Like, could you tell something about you and the other companions that are
Oh, of course, of course. We'll get to that shortly. But
okay?
first, we have two more people to.
I just like the idea that we actually have a
They
cutscene.
are important.
We have
The
a cutscene
looks
later on
minions.
in the game, which I like. I like the idea of having Nara and Mira looking in a scene later on later on in the session, which kind of reminds us of that scene in The Witcher 1 where you've got Geralt mumbling to that random boat owner. They're just going.
Oh no. Yes, exactly. A talk between Nara and Madara would be riveting.
No, it will be just silence. They look at each other, maybe some physical movements, and that
That's
says
why.
like something.
That's why I referenced The
And
Witcher
then
1.
all of a sudden they're at each other's throats trying to kill each other.
That's why I referenced, and then that's why I referenced The Witcher 1.
So, he gives a look at Jawen and Elen and he says, "That leaves our two Jedi friends. Uh, you are Miss Elena Sutrika-Hawk, if I'm not mistaken.
I nod.
I'll be honest, not much are known about you, other than your personal involvement in some trial concerning someone Kelleran, ex-Jedi Knight, Imperial sympathizer, from the looks of it, which ended in an unfortunate explosion, it seems. Well, these things happen. That
No
only
clap.
leaves Jawain, and I'm ashamed to say so, but that's all I have about you. He gives a look at you, Jawain, for a bit.
So basically, of the two
Dwayne shrugs.
Jedi characters, you can only find one thing out about the two of us. That's kind of disappointing. I'm saying that out of character.
I wonder if you have any insight on the situation, and you see that he looks at Renalyn and he says, "Well, not much, other than I guess that Mr. Jawain here is more focused in his lightsaber training."
In his mind, Nars thinks to himself, his also
All
has
the
quite
while
a
this is happening, I
good
have
arm.
all the
The
while this is
frying
happening,
pan.
I've taken the napkin and I've started kind of sort of pseudo polishing my frying pan.
No, no thinks to himself when he says that the lightsaber. He says, "Lady." This to himself. He thinks. He says, "Lady, you don't know the kind of arm that this little guy has. It's all internal. He doesn't say it out loud."
Storv says, "Oh, and how do you and where do you base that?" Well, our friend Risk here, and you understand that this is that Ardosan's name.
Risky
Said that
business.
he was a bit agitated giving his lightsaber, and even made a bargain to trade for his frying pan. And he says that with a small smile, looking at you, Jawayne. It seems that he's a bit nervous.
Odd?
And no, I would say nervous, and you maybe you don't feel that much of safety without a weapon. Oh, that's my guess anyway. Anyhow,
Well,
as
stop
for
guessing.
yes, now I have you here, so I hope that you could
But,
enlighten.
but by the way, the only thing that Nar it has of noise Nar has made since he's entered this room is the moment she says that Jawin feels comfortable with a weapon. He makes like a kind of like trying to let himself, but quite he manages to quiet. Like it was a very big like laugh coming. Nar,
He's stifling a laugh pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
And
He
then
visibly flinched for a split second.
yeah. It's a second. He does that and then goes back to who he was before.
as for Miss Elena, she was rather reluctant to give her lightsaber. I do understand, of course. It's a very significant part of a Jedi's being. But the connection seemed more sentimental, more than practical. So maybe she's the most dangerous at this table at the moment. In any case, I hope that you don't feel too much on edge here. Please try and enjoy your meal. It's actually pretty good. And as he says that, you see that the first plates are coming in. So, after you're done eating with the first dish, and you're waiting for the second one, Storev, once
I
he
wanted my medium.
It's not blue enough.
when he finishes his food, he says, "So, now it's only fair that you will get to know us a little better. So, instead of going on a rant here, I would actually hear your questions."
This is when a random old man just walks into the room, stands at the end of the table, goes, "What is your name?"
What is your favorite color? Anyway. No questions.
I thought it was a free second for people to ask questions. I was just.
Okay.
I'm not going to ask. Nair's not going to ask anything. So.
Elena
Sorry,
doesn't feel that it's.
The mood. This is your quest.
Yeah, it's the mood's
I
quest.
don't accept. So sorry, what was the question? It's
If
like
you have any questions,
Yes, he
uh,
said now it's only fair that you know, that you get to know us pretty
yeah,
much.
I'm
And
waiting for
instead of going on a rant, you can ask
yeah.
questions instead.
Mostly, I'm waiting for a small introduction before start asking questions.
Oh, that's fair enough. My name is Thor Vahali. I'm
I mean,
the leader of my
out
house.
of character, you want me to start asking why he wears this thing in front of him, why he's wearing like
Oh my
that, why he's
god.
not standing.
Stop!
You said any question.
Guards! Guards!
He's
I
asking
have
too
no.
many
Take the mood
questions.
out of
Take the time waster away.
He is
Oh,
spoiling
God.
the mood of this delicious feast.
He's spoiling the mood, yes.
Be gone from my presence.
Be gone, bad mood.
Sorry, he had to sour the mood there.
Anyway, he says, fair enough. My name is Thor Vahali. I'm leader of my house. A house that was almost brought to the brink of extinction by one of our major rivals in some decades past. The
Hmm.
Prazis, you might have heard of them.
What do you want me to roll if I need to roll anything?
Galactic lore.
If Galactic Lore doesn't want to be rolled, what are we doing there? Is that enough?
Yes, you have heard of House Prazi. It's one of the most influential in the Senate.
Mm-hmm.
And they have been so for the last 150 years at least.
Okay.
They are one of the few houses that didn't lose much of their power during the imperial reign, even after the dissolution of the Senate.
Still, do I know what he's referring to?
Um, you don't know the particular incident, no.
Okay.
It's just
But through hard work and some bold moves,
Any other stuff I know about the people that like other than that they didn't lost the powers?
there was a conflict between the two houses called the Tinky Winky Dipsy and Lala War.
for now, no. You know that House Prize is still fine. There
And
hasn't been any.
okay, they're still fine. They're making science and they're still alive. Got it.
Yeah.
They're still making
They're kind of a
signs.
B minus. They're not great. They're just fine.
Yes, I mean there was no attacks against them or something like that. If you are
No
wondering.
Wookiees were involved.
They're kind of mid.
But after hard work and some bold decisions, we managed to come up on top again. Mainly through my efforts. In any case, now that we have the luxury of having membership in the esteemed Candid Circle again, having the ears of numerous senators and other important figures in the New Republic and beyond, I had the opportunity to set up this little base of operations, if you will.
Mhm.
So, now that the brief introduction is over,
Um, I meant everyone's brief introduction.
well, this is my beloved daughter, Renalyn. She's quite skilled, and I worked really hard to achieve that. You can roll a perception check on that.
Sure.
Okay. It, I'm going to wait until the last second to see if I roll or not, because does anyone hit it or not?
There are some hits that give some info.
Okay, let's see if I can make it. I don't think so, but yeah, I wasn't expecting much.
Okay.
Well,
Do I need to roll a force point for that?
Well, that's up to you. For Mutin and Jawain, you don't get a read on Renalyn at all. On him, you can see mostly the face of someone that is proud. And let's say that's about it. Elena. Actually, let me see. Okay. Again, Renali's face is very difficult to read. You can see that she smiles back with a small acknowledging nod with her head. And
Oh,
you get the feeling that.
That takes me up to a 30, by the way.
That it's a 30, yes. That feeling you're
Oh,
getting.
it's a 30. Okay. You roll the first point. Okay,
Uh,
okay then.
At that point, yeah, I thought, yeah, may as well. We'll regain it.
Okay,
Why
okay,
not?
okay. Mm-hmm. Uh, okay, you get the feeling that the how he said it doesn't just meant, oh, I had to make sure that you do all of your homework or something. It implies more. But he does genuinely seem proud and very content with the result.
mhm.
And Renalyn, you see that you see the nod, the smile, and all that, but doesn't feel exactly disingenuous, but a bit cold.
Elena will stay stunned for now, but she's like taking mental notes.
Okay. She has proven herself quite a valuable assistant, and at this point, I would say she's ready to run our enterprises just fine on her
Mm.
own. Actually, she has been doing so for. Has it been 2 years now almost? Almost, yes. And we had a very good spike on productivity, I might add. Yes, yes, of course, of course. Uh, anyway, this is one of my captains. What is your name, damn you?
He actually says that.
Yes, this is one of my commanders, Drisk. Uh, he is a Trandoshan war veteran, and he has been doing some jobs for us for quite some time. So I extended an invitation to come into this place and have a more neutral, come on, partnership. As for these two charming individuals, Renalyn Batsin, this is my handmaiden, and she shows at the Twi'lek that does a small nod with her head towards you. Her name is Talari. She has been in my service for almost 10 years. And this is my bodyguard, Madaro. He doesn't talk much, but he's very good at what he does.
Hmm.
He doesn't even move a muscle. He's like a statue.
Question: why he's wearing
Oh,
a
the
mask?
cloth. It's traditional of his people, his Miraluka.
Mhm.
Miraluka are more accustomed to using the Force to aid in their exploits and
Out of character,
and
I'm
to be
pretty
able
sure I
to
know.
have the gift of sight. Alena adds, it's
Mm,
their species are more connected to the Force than most of us generally are. It's why many of them
interesting.
have become Jedi over the years.
Yes, he's actually quite talented.
So you're saying he's a Jedi?
Not
No,
all
no,
of them.
he's not a Jedi.
Not all of them become Jedi, but most generally do. There are some that go into other professions. I've heard of some becoming bounty hunters in some cases, and very talented ones.
So Nar thinks for so he can also do the magic force thing. Huh. He doesn't say it out loud, he thinks for himself this.
Hmm.
In any case,
So anyway, go on. Yes.
I believe you also met, rather spoke with. Uh, where is he?
Commander Second Hand, yes. Admiral, come
Admiral
with me, yes.
Captain
Admiral
Riordan.
not in canon anymore.
Yes. I do believe that you talked with Captain Riordan when you arrived in the system.
Indeed, we have.
Mm.
Wait, I thought that was
He's
out of character. Wait, I thought that was the name of a Grey Warden.
he's in charge of the orbital defense. Down here we have Drisk.
Mhm. I have some questions, not related to, persons, but like this place has is quite interesting, and I want to start talking about the weather. We saw some. I saw some interesting phenomena um, happening early at night, yesterday.
No, you're referring to the Aurora, I guess. Yes,
Yes.
we do get it from time to time.
Is
As
it
you might have noticed, we are not in the most stable of systems. It's one of the main reasons we chose it.
is it natural? Why it is happening?
Oh, it is. Without getting into too much detail, actually, Renalin, go ahead and fill him in. Yes, so, long story short, it's a natural phenomenon that occurs after the charged particles from the solar winds.
It explains to me. You don't need to go through the
Yes,
whole
yes.
explanation.
He gives you a very brief
The,
and
the
to
Wayne
the point
explanation,
explanation,
yes,
yes.
yes.
Jermaine explanation.
Yeah, like anyway. So okay, interesting. Okay, cool. Uh, anyway, I continue random small talks and like let me see other important
Yes,
talks.
the second dish arrives, so then
Yeah,
the third
I
at some point.
I want to ask: is there any chance we could go outside and explore? Actually, no. Was there any civilization here? Any ancient civilization here when in this planet? Do we know the history of the planet? Um,
Not in this place, no.
oh, hmm. Out of character, do we know why this planet is like that or no?
Like what you mean?
Like super sunstormy and not
Uh,
hospitable.
yes, you do know. It's
Okay,
an effect of the
it's an
commonly
effect.
occurring solar winds.
Okay, it's in a,
that is continual. That is brushing through the surface of the planet all the time.
got it, got it, got it.
You also know that without the protective dome, uh, atmosphere wouldn't be possible.
And yeah,
At
yeah.
least atmosphere rich enough in oxygen and other.
Anyway, I ask about the dome. I want to ask about stuff outside. When do the winds subdue in terms of like going for exploration or in general to see if you can go out? Uh, I want to ask the dome, and then he can tell us about the city, I guess.
Yes. Well, he gives you a brief. He fills you in with
Yeah, how he
most.
established the structural stuff. Anyway, I'm showing
Yes.
interest about
He
the
says that
plan
at
and the stuff.
first it was quite difficult to establish a base
Hmm.
there, but thankfully he had some help.
Yeah, how did you manage to do the start since the dome wasn't there? Uh,
Oh, it happens. As it happens, we have some very interesting friends
hmm.
who are able to help us with this and other things, of course. And in return, we do help them. You know how this goes.
Yeah, it's more I'm interested in like you know um, how technically you achieve that than anything else. But I assume I need to ask your friends for that.
Uh,
I assume it
from
sounds like.
Yes, yes. From what you understand, it's something that it is possible to do with
Hmm.
known technology and stuff.
Hmm.
Uh, but in that scale and so quickly and in
No.
secret, uh, this is a bit sus. It's not
Understand.
unheard of.
Yeah, understand that I was more asking what technology they use
Mm.
for personal interest.
Actually, you don't even have to roll about this.
Mm.
From how the conversation goes, you get the feeling that this base has been established here for at least 20 years, if not more.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
that's not all my problem, but yeah, sure. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Okay. Any chance like we could do, as I said, go out and have a walk?
Yes, you can, but under supervision, of course.
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
I already expressed uh, my intent to actually give you a tour
Cool.
after we've done eating, of
Yeah,
course.
yeah. Anything other interesting in the city that we could do? Actually, we came to investigate the guy, if I remember correctly.
Yes.
So we don't know what the city has. Okay, cool. Anything other interesting that you think we may find interesting in the city?
That's the point of the
Oh,
tour
yes, yes.
mood.
I
So
have
wait a moment. God, what you said?
Nothing.
something about the mood.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
tour mood.
Yes.
Yeah, the mood's
Oh,
souring a bit, that's all.
we most certainly have something that you will find very interesting, and I suspect the rest of your friends as well.
A casino that everybody plays Patak constantly.
Pure Pazak. There's only one kind.
Pure Patak.
Wait, are we gonna have this next Elena dream about the exile just have it happen with Atom playing Pazak, and that just leads us to the casino Pazak table?
So, now that we're done with
22, sorry. That was you lose. The house wins.
so now that we're done with this, and you see that the dessert is
Hmm.
now served. After we're done with that, you can take a small break back to your rooms. An hour, I think, would suffice, and then we can go for that information tour before the sun sets. How does that sound?
Out of character, anybody else has any questions? It
Not
sounds
really.
fine. It sounds lovely. Is all I'm saying.
Good. We had a good talk. Although we did most of it, and he extends his hand to
Yeah,
you,
because
Mudin.
out of
Mm.
and anyway, out of character, yeah, I'm not sure what else I should ask this guy because I know we're here to investigate, and it's like
Mhm.
we cannot really investigate right now.
Yeah,
Basically,
that's the problem. To be honest, we got to investigate, and what he says is going to be tantalizing in a way that whatever it is that he's doing here, we don't want to know. So
yeah.
yeah.
So yeah,
Out of
I'm just
character,
going
that's
to
out
get
of character. That's why Elena expressly said to Luke, "Do this without just do this without him knowing." Pretty much, we
okay,
need to make him think he's got the upper hand. Anyway,
okay.
carry on.
So yeah. Anyway, so in general, the tour is all we getting. Okay, for now,
Mhm.
and maybe walk outside. Got it.
Mhm.
So, after you're done, uh, you all get up
And may
again,
and maybe instigate a coup with his daughter or something.
and Draisk guides you back to your rooms. You
Mhm.
stay for an hour and a few minutes, where you are summoned again by the Twi'lek assistant, actually.
Mhm.
Mhm.
And he
Remind
says,
me what she said about the Twi'lek. Nothing important, if I remember correctly.
uh, she pretty much that they pretty much said that she's the handmaiden of
Okay, okay.
Renalin.
Yeah.
But
Nothing
her name's
important.
not
Let's
Brianna.
proceed.
She's not the true handmaiden.
Yes. So, she leads you down at the base of the building. You exit, and you see again Storev, Renalin, and the Miralukan guard that point towards a building in the distance, and you see a small vehicle that is waiting outside to transport you there because it would take some time to go by walking.
Joanna and Alana also just point at the vehicle.
So,
Ooh.
God damn it.
you enter.
Ah.
Oh.
The people are saying tourist.
So you
All of a
enter,
sudden,
and
all of a sudden, Alana just gets accosted by this Japanese couple saying, "No, no, you be take picture, photo,
so
photo."
you enter the vehicle, and you're getting transported to a new area. Now you can see that there have been some attempts to bring some wildlife, actually some plant life, not wildlife, in this
Wild plant life.
in the planet. And with the protection of the dome, it seems that it has some. They had some success. You see that the area all around the building that you are now approaching is.
As I see the plants
Mhm,
and like attempts to bring,
yes.
life, I'm uh, um I'm asking, do you have any plans of making the city bigger than it is, extend it to further or something?
Not
Because
for now. It
or not
is.
the city in general, like terraforming the planet or whatever.
Mm,
Basically, trying to rebuild the planet.
mm. He says not for now. It is more than enough for the purposes we need
Mm-hmm.
this. So a future expansion is not out of the question.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Depends. It is
Mm.
quite costly to maintain this place, even as is. So
Out of character, we know the purpose or no? No.
no, you don't.
And what is the purpose out of curiosity?
No, to stay out of nosy people.
Ah, I see. Okay,
We
cool.
like our privacy here.
Makes sense.
It must have taken some effort to be able to do that, especially with people like Palpatine, who are notorious for being nosy. Let's make a comment. How'd you manage to
Yes.
keep this under the nose of the Emperor for all this time?
Well, it took some effort. It wasn't as extensive as it is now, and we were much more careful with credit allocation, if you get my drift.
She nods.
But we managed. And after the Empire fall, well, that made things almost too easy. With that, you do arrive outside the building. And you do see two big battle droids that are making the rounds, patrolling the area. You see
Mm-hmm.
more of those moving around the small city.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Wait, we didn't. We haven't seen battle droids till now, right?
no, you have seen when you arrived.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
When I
Okay.
see battle droids, I mean not the battle droids in the Clone Wars, the small ones.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
Not
Yeah.
separate, not
Then
the
okay.
separatist ones.
Yep. Yep.
More like custom built battle
To
droids, that
the
sort of
shop.
thing.
Machines. Hmm.
Okay.
yes. So,
I don't remember the one that we saw. Okay.
you arrive at
So
the luxurious building.
why we
The,
have a fog of war building?
they, the door opens. You can see that the four of them enter, and you can see
This
that there are
droid. You
two
mean? Okay.
guards. Yes, two droids that are flanking the building and moving around. You see two guards inside that it seems that they have been waiting, and as you enter, you can see two
Before I
security
enter, I'm
droids.
going to roll knowledge tactics,
Okay.
cause yeah, the fact that we're in a map like this for me is something that doesn't smell right.
Hmm.
It reminds me of
Uh,
that.
you are fairly certain that if they wanted to
Mm,
kill you, they would have done so
mm.
already. If that
Mhm.
Also,
is the
that bad smell is probably the sis turned that away.
Oh, be careful. I don't mean a trap in the sense of they're going to kill us now.
No,
A
it
trap in the sense they want something out of us or place to push our buttons, etc., torture, all the other stuff. I'm not thinking in the sense of killing us.
Mhm.
that's
You
kind of
get the feeling. Okay,
Mm,
actually, you don't.
mm.
you
The
get no
building.
feelings. You are numb
Yes,
now.
yes, you are numb.
I'm gonna use.
The building,
Mhm.
the building and
Before
the
you say
layout.
anything, Mers,
Mhm.
would I get not everything regarding the building, but everything you can give me regarding this topic with this roll, or should I give it a push?
Uh, I'd say it's enough
Okay,
to make a very good assessment of the situation.
okay.
The guards that you can see are not. It doesn't seem to be heavily guarded. It has just enough.
Mm.
And as you can see, most of the guards, actually, the guards inside of the building are security droids.
Okay.
And you have also seen that a good
Mace,
amount of the
Mace, I have to
patrolling
need.
forces are droids.
I have to nitpick here. If there are two guards at the entrance, that is actually guarded and not just enough.
Oh my god.
What? One more question finally regarding what I have gotten from this role that I have to do. What in terms of fortifications? If something important was guarded here, would it be fairly well protected or not, according to my
This
assessment?
particular building doesn't seem to be that well fortified when compared with other buildings that you have seen in the base. It
Okay.
uh, reminds you of a slightly more defensible
Mhm.
iteration of the very nice and luxurious
Mhm.
abodes that you saw at the top of come on
Mhm.
the tower that you were kept till now.
Okay, that is all then for me.
Okay, so as you enter
Wait,
inside,
Elena rolled force. That's why I said that's for me.
I was trying to
well,
get a sense of the situation. Really, like, is there anything that points out to me like, yeah, this could be trouble?
But you
you
can
get
see
a
it from top down.
you
Uh,
get a few things. Number one, you get a nervous feeling of something is not exactly right here, and
Mhm.
you are 100% sure that there are things inside where you are now going that are heavily connected with the force.
Mhm.
Hmm.
You can feel them.
Elena just involuntarily just puts a hand on Joanne, just like a instinctive motion of be on your guard.
Also, I think you have a 3 force points.
Mm.
Just wanted to point out.
I know.
So,
Mm.
uh, as you enter inside,
Mm.
oh
Mm.
god, there we go. You see a huge area where it is. Okay, now that you're inside and you can see the layout and how this whole thing
Mm.
is, you can see a small lounge area with a nice
Mm.
pool um, over here, and the main chamber, the central chamber, I should say, it is filled. It is a treasury house slash trophy room almost.
Mm.
It is lined with numerous valuables. You can
Is
see two more
yeah
security droids standing
is the,
there.
is there anything of interest other than probably it has all the
Uh,
4 elements of something?
yes,
Mhm.
you can see that in the central area, not so much. They're just, treasures and antiquities of places that you're not necessarily
Mhm.
aware of or that interested in, to be honest. What immediately draws your attention is that area
Mhm.
where you can see a big tablet that it is resting and two crystals that are next to it. And they seem to be kyber crystals and of not a small size.
Are they the famous great dragon kyber crystals? No, I'm joking.
No.
Mhm. Okay.
And as you enter, he starts explaining what you see pretty much. And just not to get to each item separately.
Individual.
Mm.
Yes, you very quickly get the feeling that there are items here that are either illegal for someone to have in the New Republic or slash and
Mhm.
extremely difficult to acquire.
Yeah, so there isn't any item that catches my attention in terms of like, yeah, I could use this for something.
The tablet here, maybe. You don't know what it is.
The tablet here at the top.
Yes, yes. That one.
It's an iPad.
Oh,
It's a Force iPad. It's very useful.
okay. When we reach around there, I will ask if I can take it.
Okay.
I assume we slowly walk around the area.
Yes, yes, yes.
Oh,
He gives you.
just to be sure, at every moment I am my character. If for some reason we get into a battle or something, my character is one square behind Odin. Just
Okay.
so you know, if we get in any battle in this situation, it's clear where I am.
They lead you to the back of the area,
Mhm.
showing you.
Anyway, we are not moving. Assume we are around there. We
Yes, yes,
will,
yes.
if it matters, we will
Nah, we're
say.
staying outside. We've got a good view from here. It's just
Mhm.
we've got
We
patterned.
So,
politely watch them from outside the compound.
We've
more
got
crystals is
patented. We
behind.
have our patented tourism binoculars. We're fine.
So,
And
Oh,
shift triangle, got it.
yes, as you reach up here, you can see other,
Crystals.
yes, kyber crystals that are um, on
Mm.
display. And for the force sensitive people, your attention is immediately drawn on
this right.
a triangle that is
Yeah.
resting upon
Can I
an
check
item.
the tablet if it matters to me?
Yes, you can give it a close look, but you're not
Yeah.
allowed to touch it.
No, yeah,
You see
ask.
that
I'm
the
asking.
important exhibits are protected
Yeah,
by.
yeah. I'm asking if I can see it, and basically I'm checking it.
Yes.
You want me to roll anything, or it's fine?
Galactic lore.
Galactic lore.
I
Okay,
almost heard that as
that's not the
galactic.
one.
I almost
Huh?
heard. I almost heard that as galactic lol for some reason.
Mhm.
It's kind of case, I guess.
You do not recognize the language
Mm-hmm.
or the symbols, what the symbols exactly mean,
Mm-hmm.
but it seems to be something that used to be important to some people. It is very well made, almost ceremonial.
Okay, so nothing of interest. I'm asking, do you know what this is?
Of course, I have spent a good amount of money to acquire most of those. Some of them were gifts.
Uh, the tablet. I'm asking about the
Yes,
tablet.
yes. As for this particular item, well, it was used by some rather old civilization for specific holidays, rituals, stuff like that.
Sith for blood rituals.
Or
Miss.
question. If I knew about Rakata, if it was Rakatian, would I knew about it? That
You could recognize some patterns. It doesn't seem to be that.
that okay. So anyway, yeah, go on.
And as you reach at the top, he
So
says, "So,
it's just from some civilization that we
The
have no clue,
tablet,
basically. Okay.
the tablet in
yes,
ancient
yes.
Rakatan reads as follows: Could someone fetch me another dagger so I
Question.
can properly stab this
Question.
baby?
If I use the force, will I get money from that? I
On the
don't.
tablet,
Yes.
not really."
Okay.
The holocron possibly.
I
And he
was
says,
tempted
"Now we
for a
have,
second.
yes, we have the two wings to go. Which one would you like to go first?"
The left one, I will say. So we end up on the sixth one.
Okay.
That is out of character. I'm hearing the
The
people
mood's
that
taking
care.
the lead on this, so this is the mood decision.
It was me.
Everyone is throwing the mud to the to the fry pan here.
Left one first then?
I'm hearing opinions.
Sure.
Sure, why not?
Yeah.
We
Let's
we
go.
don't know if we're going to find
Our
anything
opinion
else
is that it's your
that will be
choice.
interesting. Now
Let's
I'm
go
more like
left.
I know the moment we get to the sixth holocron shit is going to hit the crapper, so I am all in favor of seeing if there's anything else.
Yeah, cool.
Now, here, Mudin, here your spidey, your begone senses do tingle.
My big concerns.
Because
Your
senses,
senses to be.
oh god.
Your senses tell you you must be gone.
Okay. Artifact detected. Artifact detected. Okay.
Yes, you see two particular you see two particular artifacts that are most certainly used as some kind of navigation tools,
Ooh.
and
Mm.
you a different tablet that does actually remind you the ones that you have been investigating.
Gathering. So the middle one is the gathering one, and the other is navigation ones.
Yes,
Okay.
and they are
Mm.
super spicy.
Super spicy. Okay.
Oh
Yes.
god, it's Vindaloo flavored.
I
It
tell
is
him.
possible that they could have been used even in the times of the Rakatan Empire, if not by them specifically, by
Point
other
is,
civilizations
point
around that
is,
time.
boss may want it. Okay,
Oh
got it.
yes.
So I'm asking, do you know what this is?
Oh,
In
we
general, all
have a
three.
fairly good idea.
The entire rest of the session is just Cloud.
Uh,
Is none of the rest of none of us the rest of us speaking. The only person speaking will be Cloud saying, "Do you know what this is?"
Mhm. Yes,
the,
we do have
uh,
a fairly good idea. Two of those are navigation tools that have been used in
mm,
the days past.
I'm not
mm.
fine using those.
Mm. Uh, as for the middle exhibit, hmm,
Uh, uh,
how to
uh,
put it? Let's say that in this form, it's not that much of use, but if you know how to energize it and
mm,
activate it,
mm.
it becomes much more interesting.
Okay. Out of character, can we contact with
It's
boss?
Hoffman Ross tablet from Night at the Museum.
Yes.
Can we can, can we contact with can we talk with boss at all, or only
uh,
or
No communications are possible.
okay, so only cord. Okay, got it.
yeah.
So basically,
You get the feeling that they do have that ability, though,
you
but
know,
they don't.
I'm talking about me. Okay,
Yeah.
so anyway, so I'm gonna say this. So he said that he knows that they are navigation devices, right?
Hmm.
Okay, so you see, you see, so the bureau might be interested in these navigation devices. If you're willing to, negotiate about them.
Oh, a very generous business offering, but I think I'll have to decline.
Cool. Still, the offer is always here.
Mood side quest obtained.
So
Steal artifact.
the offer is always here. So um, you know, we could negotiate, or like you could negotiate yourself if needed. I will
How about you, Nick?
whenever I'm back. I will.
Elena will actually point
I
out.
will
Actually, Elena will
when
put her hand up and say, "Why? Another offer I could say that would be good for both parties is: would you allow Boss to send more representatives to analyze the tablet under your supervision, of course?"
what?
At that, you see that
Sorry,
he'll
sorry, out of character. What he said?
if he would allow others from the bureau to come and analyzes these items.
Okay.
At that, you see that he chuckles a bit and he says, "Now, why would I be doing that?"
Anyway, either way, yeah, I will let them know, and well, um, if you ever are in need of, anyway, I will let them know. Uh, uh, Continuing this talk, I'm actually very interested in the middle tablet for personal reasons.
Oh, personal, you say.
Yes,
I would lie if I said I'm not interested in learning what exactly it is your business with it.
I want to stare at it, and I wanted to stare it back. My business is I'm collecting artifacts like these for. Let me see how to say it. I'm collecting artifacts like these. Do I know from where they come? These artifacts out of.
You know that they are dated back on roughly,
Yeah, I don't know any details basically. Other
yes.
than they are old.
You
Uh,
know that they are really old, perhaps older than, or roughly during the period when the
yeah,
Pre-Republic.
pre-Republic, yes.
whatever. Whatever. I don't know details basically. I'm collecting artifacts like this for research purposes of in hopes of you know finding any missing information in helping me reconstruct um, reconstruct something that will help our my falling planet not to become like the planet you are currently here you are on basically. It's we have like what do we have? I don't remember. Like it has some environmental issues, and I believe that artifacts like this will
Torrential storms all the time would.
potential storms it was. I don't remember exactly how
Yes,
it was placed.
they did an enormous amount of damage on the planet's surface, and
Yes, and yeah,
huge sinkholes were created.
yeah, we want to recover the planet's surface
Now
and
the surface of the planet is almost inhabitable
uninhabitable.
because
Yes, yes.
of the conditions.
Uninhabitable.
Yeah, uninhabitable, exactly.
Anyway, I'm researching in hopes to find some clue on like um, finding a way to make the place inhabitable again.
Interesting.
The Powwans need the mother machine cord. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, yeah. Let's just not let's just not upload ourselves, shall we?
That's actually interesting. Let's revisit that when we're done with our tour.
Sure. I'm more than happy to talk about it,
Mhm.
and we will see.
And you go full circle and come back to this area.
From down to up. Yeah, like that. Cool.
Yes.
Oh, a Jedi holocron, and a Sith
Two
holocron.
Jedi holograms.
Yes. Where you see
Ooh.
laying there in plain view two Jedi holocrons and a part of some kind of. Hmm, it is a metallic piece of machinery. It doesn't seem to be whole.
Mm,
It is. I wouldn't call it cut in half exactly, but
mm,
there is a small piecing missing. You don't know what this is. You've never seen
mhm,
anything exactly like it. It seems alien, for lack of other word.
mhm.
And of course, at the end of this, actually, let's wait for that one.
Yeah.
So yes, you
So
do see two holocrons and that thing over there. He says that These are two Jedi holocrons, as I'm sure you know already. I had a few more in my possession, but I've auctioned some of them the previous years for quite a big profit, actually. It was one of the ways to keep the Empire satisfied.
Why do you keep these?
Well, they're more of a sentimental value, let's say.
This is the first time
Mhm.
Nara is not going to show it, but he's thinking sentimental value. Like, what does he care about the Jedi? It's like he Nara thinking to himself. He does again. He's stoic, but it's the first thing that he's actually like. This guy said something. It's like throw him out of for a loop.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, I think it was obvious that I avoided mentioning what this artifact is used for or why
Yeah.
exactly.
That one, you
Mhm.
mean? Yeah, okay. He says that now this is something that even I am not entirely sure what is supposed to do exactly. I do have a brief explanation of what it was used for, and at its state is regrettably not usable anymore. But yes, if it was whole and it was used in the part of well, I'm not really a technical guy, but let's say that its effects could be devastating if used correctly.
Sorry, what I missed? What are we talking about?
The
The object that's there with the two Jedi holochrons.
Okay, I don't see it, but sure.
You have the two holochrons on the left, and the right you have an item.
Which we don't see is what I'm saying.
Let me see it.
I don't
It's
see it.
this.
I see
See where
a circle thing. Give me a moment to
yes,
refresh.
it is a circle thing.
Really?
exactly. That's the thing. Yeah.
Something built into the map.
Yes,
Got it.
and I was like, I'm not going to
Change
Change
it.
it.
yes to change it. It's already there.
Yeah,
Let's go with
because
that.
this is like a pod that they exist everywhere else. So I'm
Yes,
like,
Yeah, I'm like just like I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure that's just a pot.
yes.
I got the feeling that a lot of what you did here is like, oh, it's already built into a map. Well, it's going to represent where an important object is. I'm not going to put more effort. Where it's
Uh,
supposed to be something special, I will
no,
put
no.
it.
The holocrons and
exactly.
everything
I
else
have
is yeah.
added a lot of things, but
Yeah.
yes,
If there was something that made your job easier, I don't put it. It's
yeah,
there.
exactly. It's not that important, at least
Mm,
not right now. So, with that, they
mm,
move on to the top where you can see the triangle holocron. And
mm.
again, Ellen and Zawayne, you
So
do realize that this is a Sith holocron.
out of character, have they opened the holocrons or no?
They seem closed.
Okay, so basically the other guy hasn't opened the holocrons, doesn't know how to open them. The
Not
Mira Luca.
who knows?
Also, the handmaiden is missing, I see. Anyway, go on.
Yes, she didn't come with him. She
Mhm.
just fetched him.
I kind of want to look into those Jedi holocrons to see what it is they're holding on to them for,
Likewise.
assuming they were ever able to open them in the first place.
Mm-hmm. And then they go to the last one, which is the Sith holocron. And he says this particular item is a Sith holocron, which I'm guessing some of you might know.
Why do you have one?
Why not? As I said, I'm a collector of antiquities and rare items. Also, let's not hide this fact. They can prove much more useful here rather than thrown in some chamber, never to see the light of day again.
In the wrong hands, these Sith holocrons could be more dangerous than the machinery part we found in the previous room.
Well, my good friends that appraised these items seemed quite interested in it. They said that they should stay here for now for safekeeping and as a, let's call it, show of um, goodwill. For a
Okay,
very
Friends.
good.
okay. Now at the moment he said safekeeping, you can hear him like this time he cannot hold it back. He has a small laugh, say like he whispers sarcastically, "Safekeeping, yeah, in a place with so low security."
He gives a look back to you and he says, "And who exactly would be stealing it?"
And Nara that just shrugs and says, "I don't know. From the little time I have been bodyguarding him and traveling with these two." If they say that's dangerous and it should be in a very secure place, this it's not. Even if someone gets through all your securities and you have it on this place and that's their target, not you or the rest of the things, they're going to get it. And if this is as dangerous as they're implying, you will be in so much trouble for generating a very big trouble.
It seems
So
Uh,
that
it's
uh,
not.
you.
Out of character, you also assume he somehow gets in the city, and
Oh no, yeah, I know. It's a lot of assumptions. What I'm saying is, if this is supposed to be as dangerous as this were implying, yeah, if someone really wants this, they're going to find their way through all of this, and then they're going to get into the here. And this is probably the less secure place he has seen now, so he cannot hold back and say that this is not the place to have something that apparently is that dangerous. It's what he's implying.
Mhm. There is one small problem with that hypothesis of yours. So they must first find this place and find a way to get to this place safely. Up
and
until now, we were able to
and exit
completely
safely.
control all the comings and goings in this place.
Hmm.
It might not seem so, but we are very meticulous in that regard. Also, if you think that you are going to stroll back uh, to your order or the Bureau of Ships and Services, whenever else, without first establishing some rules, you're very mistaken. But I thought that was obvious from the very beginning.
No, that just gives him a dry look and just goes back to what he was doing. But he just couldn't call back that laugh. It's like, yeah, sure, as if we didn't expected that. He didn't got
Yeah.
what Nara was trying to imply. It seems
Mhm.
because we weren't prepared for this, and yet we were capable to get to here. The guy doesn't see the hole in his plan. If unlucky our team is able to reach here, those that are capable know about this place are going to reach it like nothing. Get through him like nothing and get this. Now doesn't say it. He just
Yeah, yeah.
just giving him a entire look and goes
Uh,
back. But it's
at
like
that, he turns to you, Mudin, and he says, "So, were you serious about what you said earlier?"
Yep, I am.
Hmm. As it so happens, I do know some individuals that could prove quite helpful with your research,
Mm-hmm.
but they require some guarantees.
Like.
Hmm. Like pledging yourself to their service.
Who are
And believe me, it's not as simple as it sounds.
I'm who are the individuals and why I have to deal with them when you hold the item?
As I said, these items were not. He gives a look uh, at the risk.
The risk is the risk.
Zatan.
Okay, okay. The historian. Okay.
Yes, Tradosan. And
Mhm.
uh, then he continues and he says, I've been working closely with a specific function that has been active in this part for almost for decades now, if
Mm-hmm.
not even more.
Mm-hmm.
We're able to accomplish a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
The progress is slow, but we are not in any haste at the moment. We believe that the New Republic is, how to say it, a joke.
Mm-hmm.
So, my intention is to change it at some point.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Got it. He's a megalomaniac. Got it.
And my friends have the methods
Uh-huh.
to do that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. They call the remnants. Yeah, go on.
The problem is that they are occupied elsewhere right now, so
Got
it
it.
will take some time.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
More
Mm-hmm.
time for me
To
and
prepare.
others like me
Mm-hmm.
to prepare, exactly.
Anyway.
Mhm.
Also, something for you, Miss Elena. I don't know how much you know about the whole incident that happened during the trial, but it was not an accident. I hope you do realize that.
Oh, I know that. I knew that from the beginning.
I happen to know the man that was behind this whole operation. And believe me, if he had his way, there would be none of your kind left. I do not share the same sentiments as him, as it is obvious, and he points to uh, the Miraluka. But still, a useful tool is a useful tool. Rest assured that when his usefulness expires, he will meet a fitting end.
Mm-hmm. By the way, you didn't really answer on the deal. Think out of character.
The deal.
Yeah, yeah,
He
that.
says that with that, we'll have to wait until some of them come here.
Basically, he cannot give it to me. I need to talk to the guys. Basically,
Yes.
question. Just adding to one question. Does that also that is not a personal question, but does that does the navigation artifacts also belong to your benefactors?
Belong is a strong word. They belong to me, but I always listen to their advice on what to do with them.
Got it. I will have that in mind, although that is a priority for the boss and not a priority for me.
No, the deal
Ba-
will be with you.
yeah. Basically, I'm trying to say I care more about the items than the other stuff because
Yes,
that is
yes,
what
yes.
the boss wants.
Hmm.
I will mention it, but like, yeah. Anyway,
Very well. I think that concludes
Hmm.
the tour for today. I could give you a tour to our military facilities, but I'm not entirely sure if you would find that very interesting, other than you, Mr. Nar.
Nar, would you care to see the military facilities? I'm pretty sure you would like to give them some advice on security and stuff.
Not just
It-
says
Half laughs there, by the way, basically trying
yeah,
to see that I'm joking.
yeah,
For the others to see that I'm joking.
yeah,
For Nar, it's fine.
yeah. Not just does a small smile, at your joke, and then goes
Oh,
back
I'm
to the typical expression.
out of card. I'm hoping for you to say yes, so we get more
Okay,
info.
I was tempted to say yes, but should we? Yeah. Nerd doesn't smile and says, "Why not?" And then he goes back to the typical look.
So, as you are
And
making your way to the exit,
anyway, the only thing I will add is like if there's a chance for us to go and investigate outside the dome, I'm curious to see how the natural disasters of this planet when they don't the natural habitat of this planet when it doesn't try to kill me out of curiosity.
The natural disasters of this planet—that's a different campaign entirely.
Yes. Anyway,
so as you're exiting, he says, Mr. Mudin, I see that your personal guard has some discipline issues.
hmm?
I mean, he seemed on edge for a while now. And the one time he spoke was to, I don't want to say, a bad mouth uh, us, but well, I think he needs to be a little bit more disciplined. I understand he's a mercenary, of course.
um, let me see how I can spin it. Um, so
Naris holding back his.
No, no, he's like, sure, go on, politician, go on. I don't care.
that's why I will flashlight him when we are alone.
Actually,
Um,
Nar, you said that you are a bit. You are the last one in the line, correct?
No, I am behind Mudin. I'm always
Okay.
he's
one
behind me.
square behind
Who's the
Mudin.
last one in the line? The last people, pretty much.
It should be either Brint or Elena if I'm thinking correctly.
Mm.
Probably. Since I can shoot farther, probably me.
I'd say
Yeah.
Okay.
Brindor, yeah.
Brindor, roll a perception check.
All right. I don't think I've rolled above a 10 this entire session, so
Time to do it.
Let's hope.
Yes.
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 Oh wow.
You know
Do
what
you
to
want to
do.
do
You
you
know
want to
what to
force spot?
do.
Even a one.
Yeah!
He can see everything outside and inside the bottle.
So, you notice a few things. Number one, Storev seems to be completely content with his speeches and the show that he's putting up.
Mhm.
It's obviously disingenuous. It's obviously to show his grandeur, and he seems to be a vain person.
Oh
uh,
shit.
Drisk seemed on edge, uh, not very much, but he was constantly checking on his wrist computer, sending some signals through it. Uh,
Mhm,
he's monitoring the security pretty much on the place,
mhm,
and maybe beyond.
mhm,
Uh, Renelin is you because she keeps a little bit back, almost next to the Miraluka.
mhm,
Um, you're the only one that gets a better view on what she's doing. She just follows around, but uh, you you're almost certain that she's looking intently at each and every one of you, like measuring you up from how you move, what you say, uh, the clothes that you are wearing, everything. She seems more focused. She doesn't seem to care with what Storev is saying. She's more focused on what you are doing, how you are reacting to it. As for the Miraluka, the droids in this place are more lively than him. There is no reaction. It's like he's stone faced. You can see, of course, his
mhm.
face moving, making some grimaces from time to time or something, but uh, checking something with his
His reactions to the
hearing,
presence of the Sith holocron.
but he's completely. It unnerves you a bit, especially after learning that he probably can use the Force to some extent.
You could say he might be dead inside.
So, as you're exiting, he says that, well, if you want us to have a go at his discipline training, we do actually have the facilities to do that.
I really tempted to say, can I see those facilities out of curiosity? I want a tour to the discipline facilities. Why? Don't ask. Okay. So, um,
Do you actually ask this?
I'm tempted to, yes.
Clarence the
I'm,
Masochist confirmed.
I'm gonna say, so, it will not be a need. He has a tendency to, um, he speaks his mind, which is, uh, uh, good for feedback, but he tends to, sometimes. No, he, like, I won't say he tends sometimes to, speak out of line. I don't know how to say it. Basically,
Yeah,
yeah.
so you are
But
saying something to
those,
yes, just go on from that.
yeah, that's what. That being said, I'm curious to see. To, I'm curious about your, um, discipline methods. Yeah, I'm curious about your discipline methods. Um,
Oh, it's getting a bit late for today, so this will
mhm.
have to wait
Tour, yes.
for another tour. Yes, but
Yeah,
I
but
can demonstrate to
yeah,
you the results. Drisk,
Um,
have
i-
some of
i-
the servants wait for us.
anyway, in terms of like, I'm curious about the difference between methods. Just the more methods you know, the better.
Mm-hmm.
Like basically, learning is not bad. Anyway,
Yes.
Mhm.
So you exit,
that
and
is in character. Out of character, so I'm like, all the info I can get, it will be
Mhm.
amazing.
so you exit, and you enter the vehicle again,
Mhm,
making your way back to the to the
I mean,
main
what?
building.
Okay,
Once
With
you
that said,
arrive,
guys, I had to scoot.
oh,
okay,
Alright.
cool.
Tyren,
See ya.
Okay.
see you, Tyren, next time.
Yes, sir.
Be sure to check the last
Minutes. Yeah.
things,
Minutes.
yes, because
Anyway,
so
go on. Miss.
as you return back to the main building, you see that there is a small, there are two lines of servants, as it seems, that are uh, next to the
Mm-hmm,
entry hall, let's say. They are all wearing good clothes.
mm-hmm,
They don't seem to be beaten or anything,
mm-hmm.
but they seem a bit
On ends.
too uptight.
Mm-hmm,
Not very much unlike the Miraluka.
mm-hmm,
Mhm.
And as you enter, he says, "So, it's nice. This small
do,
number of
do,
servants would suffice.
question.
Please."
Do
Yes.
do they all wear something on their eyes or no?
No.
Like,
Please follow us. And you start making your way into the entry hall until you reach one of the lounges. And he says, "I think I will take my drink here." And he looks at one of the servants and he says, "You fetch me." And he gives the name of specific drink, pretty much.
Mhm.
What you see is that particular servant moving, going to the bar that is behind the lounge area, and you see that by moving their hands, they open uh, come on, the one of the cabinets from a distance, much unlike a Jedi would do,
mm-hmm,
and they telepathically move a glass to their hands, get one of the bottles, pretty much make the drink, and then present it to him. Which he takes it, drinks it, and says, "Ah, thank you very much."
that's not how the force works. Wait.
Mhm.
They're not particularly talented with the Force, but we made good progress with getting better results every time. It's still a work in progress, but we had some very good breakthroughs the last few years.
Mm-hmm,
Oh. Let's say that I will say this. Nice Nari is keeping his stoic spread stuff like that, but a very nasty idea is forming in his mind. It's all I'm going to say.
I mean, if God wants to say something, he can. I will. Don't really
Yeah.
have something to say
I'm being
here.
deliberately quiet for
Mhm.
a reason.
I
Cool.
imagine.
Okay, so I think that was enough for today. Have a nice rest, and we'll talk more maybe tomorrow or in a few days. We have more interesting places to show you.
Cool.
Mhm.
Looking forward to it.
Yes, Me too.
Wait,
Also, I will.
out of
I'm
curiosity,
expecting a few additional guests the next few days.
um, I out of character assume those are the benefactors, his benefactors.
Again, who
Yeah.
knows?
Okay, I'm not
Our
going to ask,
character, I agree.
but like, come on, what do I want to say? Go on.
It's that he doesn't seem to uh,
Mm.
concern himself with you anymore, and Drisk
Yeah.
takes you back to your
Mm.
rooms, pretty much,
Mm-hmm.
where you are again confined for at least
Okay.
the day.
I'm going to roll perception to see the cameras around the room.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm not very good, but still.
You can take 10 on that. I
Oh,
mean,
I can.
you're
I
not in
take
a
it.
hurry. You can.
Okay, I take as much time as needed. Take 10 to
Okay.
see. Fine then. Mhm.
Okay. So what is your
Cameras or anything that could transmit voice that I could see with what little narc cast of perception.
okay? You're not sure. This is more technical
Mm.
rather than anything
Yeah.
else, but it's possible. Who knows?
Hmm.
Where is
Okay.
stuff when you need him?
So now he's going to turn to Murin and say, "So I don't know much about you, but could you do the?" And he does like magic stuff with his hands, trying to communicate without saying.
Can
Can
I
you just
communicate? Can I communicate with the other people? Is what you're saying, right? I'm not saying that to Clem.
He's basically meaning the force. He doesn't know the limits like that, so he's
Can,
trying to.
can
He's
I talk?
asking if how much of this is possible,
No,
pretty
no,
much.
no, no.
Can I talk
Nar
with
has not
Helena?
asked the question yet regarding the force. What Nar is asking right now is if he can use the force too, like
Talk.
Elena Jawen, because he doesn't know.
If you
Um,
can use the force to communicate with
No,
someone.
no,
I
just the force. Communicate is going to come later. Right now, Nar, remember, Nar has no fight alongside Murin
anyway,
and stuff like that.
I'm saying,
So
yep,
he's asking
sure.
if.
Yep, sure. Anyway, let's proceed.
are you a
Okay,
wizard,
and
Harry?
Nar. basically, basically, Sonar's going to say, "So can you?" And he mumbles this low, whispers this low, so maybe you can hear it. Communicate with the Jedi.
I will try. I mean, I can send thoughts to Zelena and
Jelena.
The elf?
to to the
Elena Joy did the fusion dance.
no, no, no,
So they're mumbling for
He did
30
the
minutes.
fusion, yes.
I can send to the Zelena team some thoughts. I guess pretty easily. I don't need to roll if I
Okay.
remember correctly, right? And then they
Uh,
can talk
yeah,
back.
they're literally next to you, so you can send some very basic.
Okay. Now
So
he's going.
basically, I'm go anyway. If you want to say something now, yes. But what
Yeah.
my question is, what are your thoughts about the situation?
Oh, he asked me that. He says,
No, no, I'm
Now
not
says,
asking you. I'm asking
oh.
Helena. I'm asking Zelena.
Oh, no. He now wanted you to communicate something. You ask him
Yeah,
stuff like that.
go on about your thing.
Okay. And now it's just going to say, can you communicate within the uh, stuff related to past damaged people we meet, maybe? So, something simple like that?
Uh,
There is no counting for with Moodin to get the context, but he's going to,
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm saying that to Jelena because I'm pretty sure if I understand, communicate with the stuff we saw or
No.
dead people.
Communicate to Jawain or Elena, either of two,
Yeah,
that
that's why I'm saying
the stuff that
Galena.
we saw using the Force may be related to the damaged people we met through this mission.
Okay,
To be
I
honest,
communicate that with Jelena.
Mhm.
By the way, when I mean Galena, I mean both of you. By the way,
I know.
Yes.
Yeah.
Alana already communicate. Alana communicates, but like she already came to the same conclusion.
Okay. Again, and I wanted just to be sure, of that, because he did promise he was going to basically help find the other people that was damaged, stuff like that, like this. He knows that the Jedi care more than him about doing this personally, so he will send both of them in case he did something they didn't
like
come with this,
the
but
uh,
try to get a confirmation.
the
It's
the,
basically
the,
now doing.
the only thing that I will say to Nard,
Mhm, mhm,
basically, uh, as a disciplinary
mhm,
thing is like
mhm,
I appreciate you giving feedback, but
mhm.
please don't give it to our to people that we don't know the retention. Basically, do not say him and the enemy. Don't try to help the enemy, please. Don't tell him that his security sucks.
Now basically looks at him and says, I knew he
It's
was never going to do anything about it.
I
That's why I said,
I know. I'm just. It's more like how to say. To be honest, it's more. He's saying it more like as a advice rather
yeah.
than
No,
anything else.
Nar gets it, but in the moment he saw this guy and nowadays, he knew it was the pompous, typical politician that he may have met in some missions or from afar, so he knows how they work, so that's why he said what he said. If not, if this was a military guy or something like that, he would have kept quiet, but
It
just
does say a
Actually,
lot.
of his
um,
capabilities.
we have Brindor and Nar here that are
Mhm,
experienced with that kind of stuff.
mhm,
So,
I realize he has more guards on his throne room. Kinda makes sense, I guess.
mhm,
you can roll
mhm.
an intelligence or wisdom check to
Okay,
assess the situation.
let me see which one is better for
Oh,
me.
good.
I'm going to roll wisdom.
Okay.
Oh god,
Nice.
I roll literally. God damn it! Damn
Uh,
it.
it's okay. It's not something, you know,
Yeah.
just to see how well you will put
Yeah.
things together, pretty much.
Mhm,
Yes, you get the feeling that Storev is the pompous guy.
mhm.
Uh, he doesn't seem to be that big of a threat in the sense of
Yeah.
outsmarting someone or
Mhm,
doing a genius maneuver or something like
Yeah,
that.
I,
It
I have
doesn't
a feel.
strike you like this guy.
Yeah, I have a feeling
mhm.
he's the face or the
Yep.
manager. I'm more worried about the people behind him and maybe his daughter.
Likewise,
Depends.
I may have.
He's not there.
Brindor,
I mean, more on the boat of she's trying to play it smart for so she can either outplay the people behind him or
Yeah, it's
save
exa-
her or rise on
yeah,
the ranks
it's
rather than.
it's either she's protecting herself or slash family
Mhm,
or whatever,
mhm.
and she wants an out, or she's
Yeah.
actually on in cahoots with the other people. One of the two.
Yeah.
I'm hoping for the out one.
Yep.
The main guys like yeah they will promise they're promising power. They are
Mhm,
helping me. They're definitely going to help.
mhm,
Whatever. Anyway.
mhm.
Brindor, you get the
Yes.
same feeling. It's not that difficult. I mean, you have
Mhm,
seen
Mhm.
you have seen an alarming amount of people
Yeah.
like him.
Mhm.
And especially in places that maybe they shouldn't be.
Mhm.
Peter, where's Lando?
Yes.
Mhm.
You get the feeling that he's a bit complacent.
A bit.
Yes. He seems to have the opinion of everything is fine and you know
Oh
Mhm.
god, he's a literal manifestation of the meme.
I'm already in control of the situation. It's it's everything's fine.
Mhm.
All right, Moodin, it's your chance. Rob him blind.
Mhm.
From what?
uh,
Oh. Steal his
from the
eyeballs,
other
make him blind.
from the other people,
What?
for the other people that you have met,
Mhm.
the Miraluka is who the fuck knows what his deal is.
Mhm.
Uh, the Twi'lek seemed to be what they said she's.
Mhm.
Handmaiden. She's keeping tabs with, you know, the daily life, let's say, of
Está bien.
yes, of specifically Renalin and possibly others. Uh, Commander
Mhm.
Drisk seems you caught him in a few places that he's a bit nervous, and
Mhm.
you don't know if that connects with Storov specifically or with
The other people.
yes. You're not
So,
entirely sure, but you
Yeah.
know he strikes you like a professional. That he's doing his job as best as he can and
Mhm.
wishes for the best result, mainly for himself.
Which means we are a problem.
And Renalyn seems very. You are a very smart guy. You get the
Mhm.
same feeling coming from here.
oh no, you found your
You're much.
yes.
Hmm.
Why wasn't she in any of the magazines I was reading?
Oh God.
Okay.
Yeah, from Elena's point of view, the Mirror Lucas seems to be the more dangerous one because of his unpredictability.
Well, no, you can predict you can predict he'll stand there menacingly.
Yes, he just
That
stands there menacingly.
yeah,
He's the
I'm not,
counter Joanne.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure if Miraluka is the most dangerous one,
He's
especially if he's dead inside. Um,
if he's dead inside,
He's
that means
dead inside.
if he's dead inside, that means he's more willing to do dirty shit.
I'm not disagreeing with that. It's just like
I'm not saying he is definitely the most dangerous out of all of them. I'm saying he can potentially be more dangerous than we realise.
mm,
It would be a mistake to underestimate the Mirror Lucas, my assessment.
I mean, I'm not really underestimating. It's more like compared to the others, I'm not sure how
To Renelin,
compared
yeah, I
to
could see Renelin being more dangerous, but to the others,
it's
yeah.
it's it's more it's
Mhm.
more what I'm trying to say. It's like we don't really know his
Who's
po-
behind everything?
his power level.
Mm,
I'm not sure if he's a
Mhm.
force adept, if he's a blaster boy, probably he's a force adept, let's be honest, if
hmm
he's a monk or anything else. It's basically, we don't really know what it's the deal with him. While with the others, we have an idea. And
That's
I
why I say
think,
he's potentially one of the more dangerous ones because we don't
yeah,
actually know
mm,
what he's capable of.
yeah, it's,
Mhm.
I
What
think
you
the,
do know is that he's not using a weapon.
yeah. That is why I said monk or force adept.
That exactly means
Exactly.
either of those two. Yeah.
Exactly.
But yeah, anyway, I'm not completely sure. It's like it's not that I'm not worried about him. It's just like I have a feeling the fact that we don't know is more worrisome than his actual full set of abilities. If that makes any sense. Anyway, let's see. Let's
That's my
continue.
reason for saying he could be more dangerous than we realise.
No,
Not
I'm not
saying that.
saying he.
Yeah. I'm not saying he's
I'm
the
not
most
saying that.
dangerous. I'm saying he could be.
Oh yeah. Uh,
In
but
any
yeah,
case,
we will see
I
when we will
think we
fight
should
an army of
wait.
Mira Lucas. Anyway,
Yes. In case, I think we should wait for next time to continue this,
Yeah.
so that
Agreed.
Tyron can also
Agree.
participate. I mean, he probably
participate.
has his thoughts.
I'm pretty sure, yeah,
Uh,
Tyro will want to air his thoughts particularly to me and the GM before the next game
yes.
begins anyway.
I mean, we could continue the discussion on the next session, although I think only Darren may want to add one or two things. Either way, yeah, I mean,
Yes.
still.
Also, in the meantime, our favorite character in this entire campaign, Wedge, had
Has been
his
doing stuff.
small part to play. Yes, he
Mhm.
did some things on his own, but that is not common knowledge for the party. So
Did he
Yeah.
died?
He
He's more
died!
capable than you think.
He died! Mission complete!
Found a kobold and started fighting him and completely missing for like 20 turns till the sandstorm came and hit them and then
Yes,
died.
exactly.
Okay, you
He
you can
found
you can
Space Cobalt and they start fighting until Sandstorm swept them into the sky.
okay you
No.
can cut this if you want for the future and pass it for Stab, but this is my prediction. He was solid Stab. He was
He found us.
trying to infiltrate everything, and the best way he found to infiltrate the whole base was a cardboard box, and no one
Exactly.
found him.
He found the cardboard box, my friend.
Oh god.
Oh no.
Either that,
It's
or he spent.
game over.
Either that, or he spent the entire session modifying his Met, adding a digging function to it, and we look outside our window in the next morning and we just see a giant hole in the distance. And we're wondering what the hell did that? Oh, Stab did that. Why the hell did he do that?
Don't worry, guys.
Underground
He's
infiltration is at
digging a
go.
hole.
Uh,
He's digging a massive hole all around
mm,
this base. He's going to submerge the entire dome.
Whilst digging an extra hole to reach particularly to Elena's cell. So he goes, rescue in the pretty lady cell.
In any case, that
mm.
would be all for today. Um, Thanks everyone for joining in, and see you next time, where we will continue with this.
Like I said, small announcement. Next time it actually will be Star Wars again because next week one of us will not be available, so the Mass Effect session will have to be put back for another 2 weeks. So next week we won't have a stream, unfortunately, but join us again in 2 weeks' time for the next episode of Star Wars. Until then, I should go.